Hello, everybody. So welcome back. So hello, Chris.
Hello.
Hello. So Chris is my student, and he is going to help me to record today's class. Okay. So today's class again, it's about amc8. So we're going to talk about a question in 2017, and this is number 24. Okay. So Chris. So before we just start today's class, so do you know what is amc8?
No.
So amc8 is a mass contest is for the worldwide student, which is smaller than grade 8. So you can join this contest when you're grade 8, but there are a lot of students, they're smaller than grade 8, for instance. Technically, if you're grade 5 or grade 1 or even kindergarten, if you want to join this contest, everybody can do it. Okay, so this question altogether, there are 25 questions and you have to finish it within 40 minutes. So that means early, like the questions, of course, from 1 to 10 will be easier, 10 to 20 will be a little bit harder, and 20 to 24 will be hardest, right? So if you can spend less time to the earlier question, and you can have more time to do it.
Last question.
Yes, very good. Okay, so let's take a look at the first one. So today we're going to take a look at the 2017 problem 24. So 2017 problem 24 is going to be what? It's going to be something hard, right? But let's see if I have some method to solve this question with really easy method. Okay, so Chris, could you please read this question for me?
Okay. Problem 24. Miss Sanders has 3 grandchildren who call her regularly. One calls her every 3 days. One calls her every 4 days. One calls her every 5 days. All 3 called her on December 31st of 2016. On how many days during the next year did she not receive a phone call from any of her grandchildren?
Okay, so from this question, actually, I want all of you to have the ability to put the not, right? Chris, I have told you thousands of times, is those questions very sneaky, 对不对？会很坏的，对不对？ He's telling you calculate something is not receiving her. Okay, so if you take a look at this one, this Mrs. Sanders is having 3 grandchildren. So we can say grandchildren A, grandchildren B, grandchildren C, right?
Yeah.
So every 3 days, A call her. So that means 3, 6, 9, 12, and etc. This A is calling her, right? And B 呢，是不是 every 4 days？那就是 4, 8, 12, and 16, and etc. Right? So C is every 5 days. Is 5, 10, and 15. Okay, when we're listing something like that, what is something in your mind, Chris? It is something about the multiple, right? 是不是 multiple 啊？因为你看3、6、9，它肯定都是3的倍数，对不对？ It's a 3 multiple, 4 multiple, and 5 multiple, right? So if we have the multiple, obviously, we need to find out how many multiples are there, and we take out the one which is showing obviously, and which is doesn't. So said not, 是不是就是 4, 5, day 4, 5, and day 1, 2, there's no phone call, right? So this is day 1, 2, 3, no phone call, and 5, 6, 7, no phone call, right? And this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, no phone call, and 6, 7, 8, 9, no phone call, right? But you're going to find out, obviously, 1 is a day with no phone call, and 2 is a day with no phone call. But 3, this B is not calling grandma, but this A is calling grandma. So obviously now this questions turn out to be find out some number is cannot be what? Divisible by 3, 5, and 4. Okay, so let's calculate it. If a number is divisible by 3, so in all the numbers, 它是不是应该就是1/3的这个数字可以被3整数 could be divisible by 3? Because think about it, if you have 99 numbers and you want to find how many numbers divisible by 3, obviously it's 33. And 33 is in 99. How many of them? It's 1/3, right?
Yeah.
So how many numbers altogether are there is divisible by 4? Of course, it's 1/4. And how many numbers divisible by 5 is 1/5, right? This is divisible by 3, divisible by 4, divisible by 5. So what is a fraction of the number not divisible by 3? The total is 1, and the part is divisible by 3 is 1/3. So the other one is 2/3. 对不对？也就是说，在所有的数字里面 3/4 and 4/5, these are not divisible by 3, not divisible by 4, and not divisible by 5. 对不对？ Okay, so how many days are there altogether? 365 days. Okay, so all we need to do is use 365 times 2/5. So let's calculate it. So this one is 73. So the answer is 146. So the answer is D. Get it, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is something about the fraction, right? We have just learned. Okay, so looks like a very hard question, but if you take the whole number, because altogether there are 665 days in a year, right? Because he said all three call her the December 31st because 2017 is not a leap year. 2017 is not a leap year. So that's why altogether there are 665 days, which is the number of days we're calculated with, right? So because we want to find out how many days the grandchildren A is going to call grandma. So that's why 1/3 of the days, 1/3 of the whole 365 days, he's going to call his grandma. 对不对? On the other hand, 2/3 of the days, he's not going to call his grandma. So that's why it's 2/3 times 3/4 times 4/5. Okay, so 24, number 25 looks very hard, but it's not hard at all, right? So if you have any questions, Chris, you can just scan this barcode. Okay, so to ask me more questions because this is my barcode. If you didn't understand this part, you can understand better. Okay, so I hope you understand this problem 24 better because problem 24 looks, it's going to be some part very hard, but right now we're using the right method. It's actually takes less than 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, so math is like that. If you're having the best strategies, Chris, you can always do better. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today's class and we're going to see each other tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.